Mari Black and I'm the Mayor of the Hurunul District, and I warmly welcome the Lone Star Canterbury Rally over Labour Weekend 2020. The Hurunul District is a significantly large area of 8,600 square kilometres, 1,600 kilometres of local roads, 800 of those are shingle, which you are going to be enjoying over this rally time. Our roads are really important to us, and I know that you'll take care as much as you enjoy the beautiful scenery that is unique to our district. Turning back the clock, you'll notice one of our finest features, and that's the Hurunul Hotel. It's one of New Zealand's longest standing licensed premise, and we're really proud of that. The Iron Ridge Quarry Sculptor Park is in Amberley on Rampaddock Road, and you'll pass by this on the rally. Raymond Herber is the artist who lives there, and he's worth a visit at any time. In fact, we have almost everything, from the mountains to the coast. If you're in Cheviot, please stop by and enjoy the amazing natural features of Cathedral Cliffs in Gore Bay. The Waipara Valley, of course, is our internationally known wine region. Further north is the hub of the Hurunul, Hamner Springs, and where we feature our Hamner Springs thermal pools and spa. It is a place where you can absolutely relax, so please stop and enjoy that and everything that Hamner Springs does have to offer. Wonderful boutique retail opportunities as much as it is for relaxation. In our southern region, of course, you will pass through Amberley. It's got some wonderful little cafes, great place to stop and enjoy a wonderful coffee. We're coming into our really busy season. We have the famous Amberley AMP show on Saturday the 31st of October. This is a great time for town to meet country. We've also got the Hurunul Garden Festival, which is from Thursday the 29th through to Sunday the 2nd of November. 3 of those gardens are nationally significant gardens, so they are a treat to behold, and I warmly welcome you back over those 4 days to enjoy that experience. And of course, we've got the Christmas Country Fete, hosted at Amberley House on Thursday the 29th of October. And then on the following day, on Friday the 30th, we have the Hamner Springs Fete. So thank you everybody for coming along and enjoying what we have on offer in the Hurunul District. It has been a difficult year for everybody, so it is a chance for us to support everything about our district. So be safe, enjoy, kia kaha, and thank you.
So just the zero car to come through next, and then we'll be into the first of the rally cars, and Josh Marsden will lead the field away. Yep. So we'll just look at some of these battles that we were going into today for the Mainland Rally Championship. Of course, Josh having a stronghold over Matt Summerfield, and of course with Matt's demise, Josh really just needs to finish here.
He does now.
Marcus Van Klink was sitting in third position, but well, he's 20 points back. So
I know what Josh Marsden's attitude is now. I mean, you want to win. You want to win at all costs, don't you?
You do.
But then again, he wants to win a championship at all costs too.
Well,
What do you want? But your natural competitive juices will be telling you you want to win the rally too.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, he's got to find 7.6 seconds.
I know. That's a lot.
In this stage,
Yeah.
and this is a 13-kilometre stage.
Not a very long stage.
Not a long stage in comparison to what they've done. It's definitely not the shortest stage of the day, but 7.6 seconds on Mount Grey Road.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy thing to find. So we're just having a look, the drone in the air right above us, and of course Ryan on the controls for that one, doing a fantastic job.
He gets the good jobs, so he's the boss, I suppose, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Unlike our friend Chuck here.
Well, thanks, guys.
He struggles all day with staff.
He does, yeah. Yeah, hard to get good staff apparently. But
That's what I say, eh?
fantastic to see the amount of spectators up here.
And speaking of our staff, I just acknowledge MoMac, socialising media, who bought this production, and the catering staff that belong to MoMac, and Chrissy's Corker Kitchens, as I referred to them. Thanks for lunch.
Yeah, beautiful lunch, beautiful semi rolls.
Kept us going all day.
And the array of snacks and drinks to keep us going throughout our adventures. Of course, we couldn't do the rally this year without Lone Star and Joe's Garage supporting us at this event. And of course, we can't forget all our stage sponsors.
Stadium Cars, Castrol, RD Petroleum, Christchurch Painting and Decorating, Brian James Trailers, Autoparts, and the Flooring Warehouse. So to all you good folks, we say sincerely thank you, or the Autosport Club do, for your support, which makes all this possible. We also acknowledge our North Island people have come down. We've got 3 competitors from the North Island who made the trip, and it's wonderful to see them. Not much rallying goes on in that part of the world these days. They've survived on sprints and things like that. There was the Tauranga Rally last weekend, which was a normal rally.
And a surprise winner out of that, who hasn't driven competitively for a number of years, an ex-New Zealand Rally champion, and Richard Mason.
Yes, he was for several years, Richard Mason, New Zealand Rally champion.
And great to see some current National Rally Championship competitors in Rana Horan second, and of course Emma Gilmore having a good result to finish third in last weekend's rally. And
the 1300 class, I think Steve Cox and Laurie Brentsell, who are here this weekend, actually won that, and they're driving one of the Subaru 6s here that Jeff Judd Magnum have produced, and there's 7 of those here. 7 of those here in the hands of some very good drivers, a lot of them from years ago and don't have rally cars anymore, and just thinking, hey, we'd love to have a go, and what a great opportunity it is for them to get back in the seat.
So we'll just run you through positions 11 to 20 as they stand at the end of stage 6. We're not too far away. So John Silcock in his RX-7 sitting in 11th outright. Steve Cox in the Subaru, of course, who we just talked about.
Let's talk about Steve.
Jonty Brentsell, who we may have thought had a limping car earlier on in stage 4. Didn't sound very nice off the line.
He was down a cylinder, wasn't he, there?
Yeah. So he's still fighting in 13th. Marty Rostenberg sits 14th in that Escort. Mark Parsons, Stephen Gill, Ashton Wood, James McDonald. Then we have Brett Rawstrom rounding out the 20th spot there. And Justin Prattley there in 19th in the Mazda 323.
Yeah, as we wait for, this will be
Gary Cliff and the Zero car.
Gary driving the Datsun 160J today.
And sideways, as you like. Of course, so the Zero and 00 do a fantastic job here, just checking the course before the first competitive car heads onto the stage.
I heard on the wires before that we've lost the other Zero, the 00 car.
Yeah, we lost Krusty, Brent Buist.
Yeah, lost Brent.
So We are not too far away.
Not too far away from our first car, which we hopefully will be,
Going to plan,
we'll
Josh
see, going to
Marston.
plan with Josh Marsden. We'll at least bring the car home in a safe and sound and win the mainland series.
Of course, great little battle in Class A, and that was really on between David Burkett and Tim Smith. And we lost David for a little bit, and unfortunately Tim Smith is out of the rally, so David Burkett just again needs to finish, and he will take out victory in class. So it seems to be a bit of a trend. The chasers in the championship are the ones who are coming unstuck.
Yes, they are. Yes, we noticed this morning with like Tim Smith, who we know what Tim's like. He's a good driver, and he was giving it death right from the beginning, wasn't he?
Yeah, and unfortunately unsure of the issue to the car.
No.
So it must have been enough to park it up for the day. Great to have a massive mix of cars. You look at the AP4 category that is running in the National
These
Championship.
new generation cars that we're seeing now, it's wonderful to see them here now. They are great cars, aren't they? They sound fantastic. They look fantastic, and they're sort of slowly filtering into the country now, aren't they?
They are, and you've got to look. There's the R5, of course, of Regan Ross, and the R2 is there as well, and you've got a whole bunch of Group N cars as well out there in the field. So I think I just start to hear Josh Marsden in the distance in that beautiful Holden Barina AP4. Of course, he and Andrew Graves chasing Robbie Stokes as he sings his way down through the forest. As you can probably hear, the wind just...
Good old Canterbury Nor'wester just gave us a real reminder that it's still around today.
Certainly good for clearing dust.
Not on to us, I hope. And the big packed stadium behind us here.
So here comes Josh Marsden. He should appear at the top of the Rally Sprint Road. So heading down towards the finish.
How would you say that effort was? Was he maximum attack?
Didn't look like it was massively committed.
Attack. No.
He certainly came a lot of lock
It looked very
at the top, but very controlled.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Josh just wants to get to the finish, end of the stage, and we will get a stage time for him. Any moment that should come through. So still a little bit of dust hanging around.
There is, and actually a lot of dust.
And Robbie Stokes.
He was maximum attack, I suggest to you.
He was.
I'll be
he was a
to
lot.
see those times when they come through now.
Okay.
Mind you, if that dust is hanging like it is round here now, it would have interfered with Robbie, I
Oh
think.
no, Sean Haggerty. He is off the road at 1.1 kilometres here into the final stage.
We've lost Sean Haggerty.
We've lost Sean Haggerty.
Okay.
Robbie Stokes, 8 minutes 15.4. So haven't seen Josh's time come through. Which, to me, should have come through. Maybe the timing system here will take a little bit, but 8 minutes 15. Has Josh gone quicker?
No, I don't think so myself. No, I don't.
No. 1.1 seconds, 8 minutes 16.5. So
Okay.
unofficially, Robbie Stokes, the
won the
winner
rally, yeah.
of Canterbury for 2020.
and joined the legacy of his father as we were talking about before. Just wonderful.
So here comes Regan Ross.
Regan Ross, a multiple winner here, running in his beautiful BDA that he's pedalled in classic events for so long now. Won here twice in the BDA, so that will be a podium finish for him. Is he in third spot?
Yeah, sitting in third, so we'll wait for the time to pop on through here. Of course, Chris Sport providing us with our stage times. Of course, everything unofficial until deemed official.
Very unofficial. But normally pretty accurate is what will be, unless something dramatic has happened.
So 1.1 seconds. Robbie Stokes quicker, even though he was in the dust trail.
Yeah.
So just waiting for the time to come through.
It's very hard to draw a conclusion when we only see them over, a couple of 100 metres.
So Regan, third quickest, 8 minutes 33.3. So 17.9 seconds behind Robbie Stokes. It's about where he's been sitting all day.
All day, yeah.
So a good effort there, and third overall for Regan Ross. You can hear that from a mile away.
It's definitely Marcus Van Klink.
Marcus Van Klink in the RX-8.
This thing sounds absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it?
Oh, sounds so crisp. Kilometres away.
It's nicer than RX-7 sound.
And again, just looked a little bit on the cautious side. Just wanted to get down the hill. Of course, they are coming into quite a braking zone.
They are.
So they don't look as maximum attack as going flat out up the hill. So the time not yet through. Sounds like a V-dub.
Yeah, Dean Buick, do you reckon? He's out though, isn't he? No, it's
There
Dean,
is
all right.
Dean, yeah, and he is on it.
He's on it.
Dean was committed until he got to us.
That was impressive.
That was impressive.
For a two-wheel drive car, front-wheel drive car, he was maximum attack through there. As only Dean knows, and we know that.
Yeah.
But he was letting it rip, wasn't he?
Yeah, Dean will give it absolutely everything. Of course, chasing Marcus in the overall honours for class. Overall and class honours. So, unfortunate demise there for Sean Haggerty. So close to the end. He got so close.
I've got to say, he's had some hard luck stories on this event, hasn't he, over the years?
He has. So Marcus Van Klink, 8 minutes 40.5. So 7.6 back to Regan Ross, 25.1 seconds behind the rally leader. Just goes to show just how hard Dean has pushed, because there is a bit of a gap at the moment in the traffic.
Oh yeah, I mean he That was impressive, wasn't it?
That was for a front-wheel drive car.
That was impressive.
That was very well done. And a time for him, 8 minutes 42.8. So 2.3 off Van Klink.
We got Wayne Muckle in the Evo 10.
No, it's not. It's John Giltrap.
John Giltrap. Oh, good day for John Giltrap. John's been a regular at this event for many years. So his rally high was a Group N win, New Zealand Rally Championship back in the days when we had Group A and Group N for the basically production cars. So he won that, but around here he's been there or thereabouts.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah,
And dust starting to hang around.
it is. This BDA going through. That's Jeff Judd just left Jeff Judd and Lisa Hudson through on the escort. A regular around here. And everywhere really. Like years ago it was either co-driving or driving. Now it seems to be just driving and mainly in classics.
Dust just blowing across into the spectator bank.
Yeah, that's rallying, isn't it?
That's what you live and breathe,
That's
though.
rallying. It's what we get.
It's
used
rallying. So here
to.
comes.
That's Ray Wilson.
It is Ray Wilson.
Yeah, Ray Wilson from Auckland, who's driving one of the 8.6 cars. He's got a very good track record over his career, particularly in the 0 to 1300 class and Toyota Starlets.
So Giltrap 9 minutes 43.7. So 1 minute off Dean Buis time. So 6th overall currently.
David Taylor and Jared Hudson from Blenheim in the Evo 7. A good day from them, good consistent day.
So we're just getting some great little drone shots here from the drone, and you can just see the dust hanging in the forest. Certainly makes it a little bit challenging for the drivers.
It certainly does.
And a lot of them coming through now with their headlights on. Usually this stage we're in the darkness
Indeed.
at the end of the Canterbury Rally,
Yeah.
so time of year change.
Here's one man I'm very pleased to see come through. Well done, John Silcock.
A fantastic effort. He'll be very, very pleased to get himself
John,
through
yeah,
this.
a 3-times winner here, John, and as I said before, he's had a hard couple of years, and it's just so great to see him out and to do well.
So Jeff Judd, he has come through with a time of 9 minutes 28.5, so moves himself up ahead of John Giltrap. So 7 cars we have recorded with the time, of course. A couple more have gone through.
Yeah, I'm not sure, is it Mark Parsons in the 8.6?
No, it was Gore. So car 6.
Car 6.
So he's been out of order most of the day.
Yes, he has, Michael Toole has, hasn't he? Yeah, he was out of order at the end of 3, and we saw him in 4.
So Ray Wilson, 9 minutes 13.3. So that moves him up behind Dave Taylor, who did a 9 minute 10.4. So they slot him behind John Silcock. John Silcock's time a 9:01.6. So they 6, 7 and 8 respectively.
Starlet.
Very committed.
Johnny Brentzel, very, very committed. Maybe he saw the crowd.
I would say he would have known that there would be a couple of people
I know, he would
sitting
do.
here.
He would do.
Jonty sounding a little bit better than what he did at the start line of 4. So they've managed to fix that car up enough to get it home.
Yeah. Shit. Mad. Wheel fair. Still on.
So just waiting for the times to come through.
Mark Parsons and Mel Clark, another one of our North Islanders, and Mark, well known over the years for his Triumph TR7 V8. And done very well on the circuit and in rallying. And did Target Tasmania one year.
So Mike Tall come through with a time 8 minutes 55.6, and good enough for 6th quickest in stage. He finds himself 6th overall. So John Silcock, great time for him. Was 10th overall.
Coming into the stage, was he?
And stays 10th overall.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll move up one because of the demise of Sean Haggerty.
Oh,
so
he'll be very pleased with that. Well, no, he probably won't, but he should be.
another H6 coming through.
Oh, there's our third of the North Island guys, Steve Cox and Laurie Brentzel. Oh, those boys will be dynamite very, very shortly.
Yeah, they'll be itching at the bit to get back to the Lone Star.
They'll be well fueled. Now and later, they'll be on an adrenaline high right now. I doubt about that. Well done, guys. Big week last week up in the Bay of Plenty, and now a big week here in Canterbury, and something you'll chew over for years to come, I'm sure.
What an effort. Boy, we saw the Starlet committed. How about 6th quickest in stage? 8 minutes 44 dead. And that is 11th overall for Jonty Brentzel.
Johnny Brentzel.
Wow, fantastic time.
What a great drive. And you say, considering what we saw him in a state of bother back there, didn't we? With
Yeah.
the start not firing on all 4.
So that's right up there. He's only 1.2 seconds off Dean Buist in stage. Fantastic time. So Mark Parsons, 9th quickest, currently in stage. 9 minutes 8.6, 12th overall.
Dave Ollis goes through. Dave Ollis from Woodend and the Garrett Thomas Subaru. That's the mainland champion winning car from last season, which Dave used to maintain.
Great time from Steve Cox and Laurie Brentzel, 9 minutes 6.9. So 9th quick in stage, and that puts them 11th overall. So a fantastic result for them.
Yeah, great result. Oh.
This sounds like an escort.
That certainly does. Be Ashton Wood. Ashton Wood and Chris Lancaster from Nelson, or Upper Mookie to be more precise.
Same region.
Same region. Yes, the mash book. Ashton Wood and the Jim Donald, Mike Marshall coloured Massport Escort. Ashton, a frontline competitor from a few years ago.
And just saw he got to the hairpin and he just put the foot down just a little bit. Saw a few and thought he'd give it a final little boot.
Give it a boot.
So we're not too far away from seeing a time from them. So again,
Brent Rawston won't be far away. Our most travelled rally compared to here, I think, it's Brent.
No,
it's not Brent.
Stephen Gill.
Yep, Stephen Gill and Fleur Peterson from Southland and their escort. Our next competitor was Roger Townsend. We know Roger is out, so could be Brent Rawston. Then the delightful, colourful Marty Rostenberg after that.
So a big g'day to everybody who is watching. Great to have you tuning in, watching the end of the 2020 Lone Star Joe's Garage Canterbury Rally.
Marty Rostenberg. Yes, we hope our pictures are coming to you okay. We know there was a bit of a gremlin back in stage 4, and it's just the joys of new technology producing something pretty special. And the guys at MoMac were very aware that we had a few moments back in that last stage, but it wasn't an easy area to get coverage anyway.
So we know we haven't seen Wayne Muckle. He is retired at the second to last service.
Okay.
And Justin Prattley in the Mazda 323.
He retired after 5, did he?
He helped. He stopped in stage.
Stopped
So he's, as far as I'm aware, he's going to be in this stage.
Yeah.
So I was just having a look to see if we have lost anybody further, because Marty Rostenberg has jumped ahead of Brent Rawstrom. In fact, here is Brent.
Yeah, Brent now.
So that clears that one up. The switch around.
Brent, our longest serving driver here.
So Dave Ollis has got a time, 9 minutes 18.5. So 16th outright, 13th quick in stage, and Stephen Gill in the escort, 9 minutes 21.8. So 14th quick in stage, 14th overall at the moment.
This sounds like James McDonald in the Impreza 6.
We've lost Simon Curry.
We lost Mike Baltrop.
Another one of those H6s.
Yeah, good drive by James McDonald. Very good drive. That's Ken McDonald's son. Ken McDonald, the jet boat winner, World Jet Boat Marathon winner, who started off rallying with the BDA back in the 70s. So there, young James has got the gift of the gab too, by the look of it.
And as you see here, the next car due to come through, car 31, David Burkett, stopped at 4.9 kilometres for a mechanical.
In this stage.
In this stage here, yeah. So that is both contenders not finishing
for that class gone
in the mainland series. So
yeah,
I guess it stays as is, and provisionally David Burkett
Will win it.
will win it.
There's that drone. It's like the Martians are coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes you feel a bit funny about that, doesn't it? Seeing that thing up there. I mean, what's it looking at?
Us, amazingly. So,
No, rally cars,
you know,
right?
you know. I mean, there are no rally cars at the moment. So,
No.
what else do you look at? Our backs and our position here.
Well, the dust and the settling dust giving the next competitor a bit of a breathing space, I suggest.
Yes. And who that might be.
And we must give a message to Grant McDonald, who would normally have been here, but now he's locked up in Auckland. Grant, we're pleased you've got your computer going again and that you're able to see things, and your critical eye will be upon the screen, and we'll look forward to hearing from you when you get back.
So Marty
If they
Rostenberg.
let you out.
Well, they have to. I assume they have to let him out after what, 14 days? is
Yeah, I
it?
think so.
So, a couple more times come through. Marty Rostenberg, 9 minutes 13.9, so 13th overall and 13th in stage. James McDonald, 9 minutes 26.2, 16th in stage and currently 17th overall. So after a little bit of a gap, we see a southern man.
That's Craig Cormack from Matt Priest from Gore and the Corolla. One of our fine Southland rally products. Look back at the days of people like Barry Robinson, Graham Crawford, Derek Asen. Who else from Southland has made their mark?
Andrew Graves.
Andrew Graves. Dean Bond. Oh, Dean could be South Otago. But all got names that roll off the tongue that come from Southland.
They roll their R's down there, I heard.
Yes, some do. Robinson doesn't. Nick Marston and Hayden Graves and the Toyota Sprinter. They'll be happy with a dent-free car, or looked dent-free. Sounded good.
So, this rally a real rate of survival?
Yeah, it has been, hasn't it? And looking at the stages, I didn't think it would be one of those survival rallies with public roads being involved, but public roads tend to be pretty smooth, and maybe the guys start to go for it a bit more on public roads.
Yeah, a lot of mechanical retirements.
Not the tightness of the forestry stages, particularly the ones further up in the Hurunul where we've been. They're more sweeping, and yeah, there's been mechanical issues.
And the heat of the day
It has been a
will
hot day.
will have helped that.
Not used to this sort of temperature in rallying, are we?
No, definitely not at this time of the year. Of course,
This
different.
is a speedway night or a circuit day, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it sure is. Ashton Wood has a time come through, 9 minutes 30.8.
Graham Kelly and Dave Pettigrew. A couple more of the older gents. Reliving their past.
And a great little car too.
Good wee car, isn't it?
And
The Lancer Lancer Turbo. Sounds. Yeah. That's Justin Bradley and Andrew Dunnismuir in the Group A 323. It sounds strong still, doesn't it?
yeah, very strong.
It's gone well all day.
And
A good drive by Justin Bradley.
so Jeff Judd, his time well down the order, 17th in stage. Nine minutes 28.5. Brent Rostrom and McKay, 9 minutes 33.1. They sit 19th in stage. This guy's going to give it everything he's got.
Harry Judd, he's given it maximum attack all day.
Sound like he
And, and that's the old Nota's corner, as we all know.
Yeah, he certainly went in there
So
very hot.
He went in there very hard, didn't he?
He did.
And he almost came unstuck. Suggest.
Josh Marston through 20th quick in stage, 9 minutes 41.2.
Not
And,
Josh.
No,
You mean Nick?
Nick Marston. Nick in the 200 sprinter, 21st overall, 20th in stage, a 9 minute 41.2. Interesting. So, looking here at my notes from Chris Sport, looks like David Burkett stopped where they went off at stage 1. They are now moving again.
Right.
So maybe they're just going to check something.
To relive the moment of the first stage.
Well, maybe they dropped something and they've gone back to pick it up because they won't get a chance,
Well, a chance, no.
afterwards.
It's an interesting scenario, isn't it?
Well,
do
I
that.
suppose you've gone off already
You're right.
for the day.
You've gone off. You're not going to lose anything, are you?
They did rejoin the rally, so
Yeah.
they're well down the order. So maybe just having a look at something. And speaking of,
There he is now.
there he is. So
Well done, David. At least you got it home.
still mobile.
Yeah.
So that'll be quite the slow time for them. But, I don't think they were worried about time in this stage.
Obviously not if they stopped to check something from stage 1.
This is good.
So Justin Prattley, 9 minutes 35.1 stage time for him. So 21st in the stage, 18th overall for Justin in the Mazda 323 Group A. So I guess the question is, guess who's next?
Will be from now on, really. Guess who's next? This is definitely WRX going to come through now.
Certainly got the signature
Distinct signature of the WRX.
and
Yep.
Mike Veltrop.
Mike Bartrop.
So Mike again a little bit out of order, and we did see that earlier in the day from
Yeah, we
stage
did.
4 that he was a little bit out of number sequence order.
Now,
Bit hard to pick that one.
it's hard to pick. He's been closed on here, all right.
This is the Corolla DX.
Corolla DX, yeah. Moore and Mackenzie.
This is an H6. Ah, it's not.
No, it's not. It's the wee Susie.
Wee Suzuki
The
Ignis.
wee Susie Ignis of Chris Hogan and Andy White from Queenstown. That dust is hanging there now, Nathan. That
Yeah, no.
dust is hanging badly.
And they're starting to close up as well.
Yes. No, all of a sudden it's going.
Which sounds like an H6 grabbing another gear.
It does, doesn't it? All that dust is swirling.
So Josh Mars, haven't had any new times yet come through. So plenty of cars coming down towards the finish.
Rich Richards and Julian, and the other one of the Subaru 6s. Yeah, those cars have sounded good and they look reliable. And you know, Mark Smith, that's been working on those cars, we all know what a handy man he is with the rally car, and he's certainly done a great job with these.
And just a couple of years of experience and knowledge.
Just a couple of years, yeah. And the program that Jeff Judd has put together for this, I think, is absolutely wonderful.
Fantastic to have so many drivers filling so many seats. 7
cars, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Is this the future? Is it something like this for more? I think.
Well, I think this is a category that needs to be involved in the National Rally Championship.
Yeah. There's Daff O'Rourke on the Corolla. Yeah, she was pushing hard.
She'll be very stoked, our only lady driver in the field.
Indeed, good luck to her. Well done. The boys should shout you tonight, I suggest.
I would say that will be the case.
I think Chucky expects so too around here. Chucky, our main man in this crew here, his expectations are very high, aren't they? Yeah. He refused to play I Spy in the car going up to Cheviot this morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Couldn't find something beginning with a letter.
No.
So he got
pretty
huffy. Straightforward.
So I got huffy about it, yeah.
So Cormac and Priest, they have a time of 9 minutes 54.7, 24th in stage. 22nd overall. Graham Coe 10 minutes 10.1 in the stage. So starting to see some times. Daff O'Rourke just done a 10.5.
Milliken and Cunningham.
Another consistent pairing who have made it to the end.
Another man who's been around for a long time. In the 8.6, which has seemed to brought out a lot of the old boys. You still fancy their ability, and I tell you what, they've all done a pretty good job too. All goes quiet.
It does.
The dust hangs.
If my theory is correct, which it may or may not be, there's a 50% chance that I'm right here. We could see Murray Christopherson in the
Murray and Jared, yep.
In the Fiesta.
In the little white Fiesta with no sponsorship.
Of course, a big thanks again to all the sponsors of the 2020 Canterbury Rally. Lone Star, Joe's Garage, and of course all our stage sponsors, Stadium Cars, Castrol, RD Petroleum, Brian James Trailers, Christchurch Painting, Decorating, Autoparts and the Flooring Warehouse.
That was Jeffrey Coombe. Jeffrey Coombe and Jonathan Taylor. Jeffrey Coombe, as long as I can remember, Jeffrey Coombe's been in the Class A category here. So just a few to come home now before we put an end on the this year's Canterbury Rally. I guess it's an event we thought we wouldn't get, but pleasingly the rescheduling has allowed it to happen.
And of course Robbie Stokes taking out victory unofficially. 8.7 seconds win over Josh Marston in the Holden Barina AP4. Regan Ross in the Fiesta R5 grabbing that third spot on the podium.
Murray and Jared Christopherson. There we Susie. Well done, boys.
So just looking at some category stuff as well. So Marcus Van Klink grabbing victory in category C over Dean Buist.
Bob, what was the gap?
So the gap between the two of them. 24.8 seconds.
Yeah, okay. I
So,
thought it would have been closer than that, but it's a good scrap all day between those two, as we expected, I guess.
And Michael Torg taking out victory in category H.
That's the Subaru 6 competition. Here's our Datsun 180B of Rex Ford. God bless it. It's a long time since we've seen a 180B rallying. Very long time. In fact, they were never really that popular in New Zealand, I don't recall. Maybe there was a few in the very early days, but not many.
So Jeff Judd claiming victory in Classics, the G, category G, ahead of John Silcock there in second place. Steve Cox will be happy, second in the H6 class, all the way from the mighty far north.
Oh, they'll be wrapped, and I'm so pleased with those boys who, they've done a Canterbury to add to their CVs.
Car 54, the next one.
54, Adrian Jones and Jake Lucan from Queenstown. Car 54, we can't say where are you. Is it car 54? You're too young to know those old TV programs, Nathan, what I'm talking about.
Yes, unfortunately I am well short of knowing those. Dave Taylor, good result, fourth in category D. So Jeff Judd, category G winners, I said before. Ray Wilson, fifth in class D.
Okay, I thought he'd be higher up than that, but the others did appear to be going quicker.
So Jonty Brentzel, class B winner.
Yeah, well, always looked good, didn't he?
He did.
Very aggressive.
Yep. And Marty Rostenberg, third in class G. So not a bad effort, first time out in the Escort. Mark Parsons gets third in the H6 category, so another strong showing there.
Car 51, that's Paul Cox and Shane Thornley in their MR2. Paul Cox, who works for Autotech, so they talk rallying 24 hours a day at Autotech, so they'll be talking at 30 hours a day for the next week or so.
They sure will. Justin Prattley, E-class winner in the Mazda 323.
The lights are blazing here for Kerry Sloan and Tim McIver and their Starlet. It's car 55, our last car, so we'll just see what else any of the more stragglers might be coming through.
And of course, Harry Judd taking victory
In the baby class, is it?
in Class A. So
That's a good victory. That's a very competitive class.
to finish first, what do they say? First you must finish. And Harry Judd has done exactly that, 21st overall, but Class A winner. So that's what the field currently looks like. Second will go to Jeff Coombe in Class A.
Wow.
Fantastic result for Coombsy. Kerry Sloan in third. And we haven't seen Gary Meechin.
No, Gary's obviously gone missing somewhere.
Let's check my notes here. So unfortunately we lost car 42, Jim Tennant, the 240 RS in stage 6. So that's as far as he managed to get. But this one they'll be talking for a while, I'd say Lindsay. Robbie Stokes.
Oh yeah.
An upset victory.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is. It had to be an upset victory, and we didn't really see it coming. Although I guess other people did see it coming who were closer to the scene. But put him in that car, and it certainly proves the point that he's come through the. He's done his apprenticeship, so to speak. And yeah, it's great to see. There's Gary now.
So there is
I'd
Gary.
say Gary's struggling with that car through there.
Did notice earlier on today that tyre wear was an issue. Saw a photo on social media, and Marcus Van Klink, man, the inside tyre was down to the canvas.
Yeah.
So these guys have certainly had to contend with quite a lot today. Heat, tyres, mechanical. They've had it all.
Yeah, they have it. They've also had the heat as well, which we were talking about. It'd been another equation for the rally. We're never really used to this sort of weather conditions for this event because it's always in the winter months or autumn months.
Generally up the top of Mount Grey Road is snow.
Well, not generally, but we have had it up there.
Yeah.
We obviously had dust before. We get dust all times of the year, of course, but little rain, which hasn't helped. It all seemed to be very peaceful up here now, and that wind dropped pretty well, didn't it? So, which was a saving grace for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think we're still filming out there. So you won't sign off quite yet.
We'll just wait and see if we get any more stragglers coming through. So 38 cars have officially finished.
Yeah, that's been quite a hit rate, hasn't it? 55 starters, 38 finished.
A little bit less than
average. Yeah,
little bit less than 55. There's a couple of scratchings.
But we've had events here with similar starting numbers, and we've got 45 home, all right.
And a big list of retirements. What are we in the stage of? Yeah.
Oh dear, at least he's out.
$14 retirements in the rally so far, so I mean that's it's a significant amount.
Yes, it is.
How many started?
And to be honest, it's not wasn't a long rally as such.
7 stages.
Yeah, 7 stages. But
The most amount of Ks was
really,
29 kilometre stage.
That's all.
The shortest being 4.4
What's the total?
kilometres.
About 120, which is normal these days, I guess. But
Yeah.
in the past, they've been upward of 150, 160.
Certainly a lot of touring miles today.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we're going to wind this up, and we think we're all over, and we thank everyone for their patronage, and we hope you've enjoyed it.